week we're going to talk about herbs that come from the same place but have totally different usage, would be a good word. Usage. Today we're going to talk about juniper. Juniper. And juniper. Yeah, two different types. First of all, something about juniper. Juniper is of the cypress family. And I'm here to tell you, there are so many different species of cypress trees. Juniper has over 50 to 67 different species. And it's all over, and I do mean all over the northern hemisphere. Okay, and you know the funny part about juniper that I found fascinating when doing my research was two juniper trees don't always look alike. So one juniper tree can look totally different from another one, and some can look totally different from something else. So it's an amazing thing. Now, first of all, we're going to talk about the first juniper we're going to talk about is juniper tips. These are the tips. See if you can get a good look at them. And they smell wonderful. I'm here to tell you that's the tips. Oh yeah, they smell really earthy. That's a good word for it. Okay. Now, juniper tips. They are first of all they're male. That is their gender type. Their element is fire, and their planetary is the sun. Okay. Now, juniper tips is generally used, magically speaking, for warding off, for anti-theft, for protection, to break hexes, and to break curses. Very good for that. Um, also, I forgot, I wrote it all down. I'm glad I did. Love, and also exorcism. Now, when I say love, the juniper tips, I would suggest a woman use these. I would suggest a woman. Okay, there's a reason, and I'm going to get to that soon. But these are the juniper tips, and I just showed them to you. The very earthy smell. Okay, now these are juniper berries. Okay, see, they literally are little dried up berries in this case, and these are ingestible. You can eat these. Um, but let me get on to this. Now, this one, there's something else I didn't mention about junipers. Junipers come in male and female trees. The trees can be male or female, or should I say male and female, separate and different. Um, the berries are on a female juniper tree, okay, which is probably why this particular herb is good for increasing the potency in men. So you will put this in, say, a satchel or a juju bag to increase your potency if you're a male. Also, the same planetary, which is the sun, the same element, which is fire, and the same sex, which is male, which is interesting with the berry plant. But nonetheless, it is. Okay? I know I researched that twice. Now, a couple of points I want to make out with this. With the juniper berry, you can also use this medicinally. This is good for colds and flu. You can add this to a tea, and it is really good for that. I actually have used juniper berries in tea, and the effects were very good for my herbal teas. I really am happy with this. Okay, so what I want to point out is both of these come from the juniper tree, but magically they have totally, not completely totally, I mean, this one is for potency, so this is more for potency, and this one is for other things: protection, anti-theft, exorcism, love, um, breaking of curses, breaking of hexes. But they both come from the same tree. They don't look alike, they don't smell alike, but nonetheless they do. And this is not the only thing. As we go on with herbs, we're going to find there are herbs that look totally different that come from the same tree. And it's more common than you think. Also, another thing I want to bring up with berries. Most berry trees are of the female persuasion. Okay? Most fruit trees are of the female persuasion because they bear fruit. Like a woman bears children, this tree bears fruit. Okay? It's just something that I'd like to point out. Um, Gosh, is there anything else I would like to add? I already stated that. I'm going to repeat myself that there's over between 15 and 67 varieties, or rather species, of juniper. They're found in the northern hemisphere. And there are juniper trees that don't look like other juniper trees. They don't always look alike. Okay? Again, both of these two that I showed you, the planetary is the sun, the persuasion of gender is male, and the element is fire. So junipers. I would definitely consider using them in teas for flu and cold season, like we have right now currently. And the tips can be used also in a Gregory bag or a satchel for protection, for love, for breaking of hexes and curses. The berries can be used in a satchel to cause potency in a man. So, that being said, just remember that some herbs can come from the same plant but not necessarily have the same exact usage. That being said, I'm going to close off tonight. And once again, I would like to congratulate all those elemental people. Well done and blessed be.